Welcome everyone, Man bringing another RSL video. So today we're going to discuss endgame. When is endgame? Are you in game? Are you late game? Is there really a way to define it or whatnot? Well, you can see I've long since finished the challenges, but the missions are left to complete. So where are we as far as endgame and everything? First, I want to show you my champions list here, so bear with me a minute and we'll go into the champions and see what kind of champions I have. Okay, so here we are with my champions, at least the important ones, the legendaries or whatever. Of course, there are obviously a bunch of important rares and even more important epics, but as you can see here with the legendaries, like I did the Mighty Ugo fusion, actually pulled Yoshi because he was the fusion going on when I very first started. Not too many voids. Did pull a turbo. Fushan actually cashed in some dupes and got him so that I could build the Myth Fu for Clan Boss. Tio is probably the best pull, at least in my opinion, that I have gotten here. Septimus came way too late, so I hardly ever use him. Chogger for me is Doom Tower MVP, but you may or may not think so. Of course, I got Mithrala. I finished Euros. Uh, later on in the video here, we'll show where I completed Gomlock anyway. UDK pulled Brogni, was not able to finish that fusion. I actually have two Trundas. Helicath, probably for me, was a more important fusion than Brogni, but it's a toss-up. It really depends on which way your count goes. So I would not argue if people sit there and said Brogni's number one, Helicath number two, or vice versa. But for me, Helicath has been more versatile than Brogni. Got my Lydia, of course, well logged in with physics here. Pulled a Sir Nick. Pulled Angar. He was my very first void. Got Blind Seer. So what is that so far? That's 4 voids I've pulled in a little over a year and 9 months. Let's see. 2 Mother Sabelles, both pulls. I did not do that fusion. I have 2 Sissia, so unfortunate there. Just recently pulled a Mountain King. Candy came from that guaranteed. Then Zavia, unfortunate. I have pulled 2 Becks, but I gave one away. I've done the referral account stuff, did Gaius. While I don't use Sigmund, and it's been much better to have Demi. By the time I pulled Demi, I still hadn't pulled the Seeker, so it took a little while. I do have a double Rotos. There's the second Trunda, Tyrant there. And then, Walking Two Drinks, pretty nice. I got 2 of Corrado here, whatever. So I've done most of the fusions. Lucky with the Cavalex, even though I really don't use them that much. I want to say Ruro is probably the first fusion I completed. All kinds of books and time spent in getting them up, and I've used them like twice. And then we got Yannicka there. She was my first Lego ever. Lucky with Ghostborn, but I don't use them. Tomb Lord, I got them so late I don't use them because I actually got them after TO. And then a lot of these other champs I don't use. Did that fusion, pulled a Bellinor, so what's that? 5 Void Legendaries as of right now. Fusion, you can see a lot of these are either dupes or I don't use them. Altan was nice, but he came real late, so yeah, there we go. Year and 9 months. Yes, I bought shards and all that, but 5 Void Legendaries. That's it. The rest of them I earned through login rewards or whatever purposes that they'll give you them. You can see food and stuff here. Real quick. Go back. We'll look at the vaults. I've pulled all the legendaries out, so no legendaries in the vaults there. Scroll down just to make sure I didn't miss any. So a lot of this count work, especially getting Lydia, was mostly epics. And then the reserve vault is all 4 stars, so won't be there. And so there you go. Not that many legendaries compared to a lot of people that consider themselves in game. But why do I bring all this up? Well, let's go over to Doom Tower and we'll start the final boss here. And just to make sure, because sometimes it likes to screw up here, I got an auto team Dark Fae here, so we're gonna run it, and you'll see why I wanted to finish Dark Fae, and I'm making this video. So let's start the run. It's slow, it's painful, it's full auto, and it's not 100%. Just because it depends on how these allures act through here. The big thing is kind of keep Siphi down here, and of course Horden has to get his at least 3 kills in, and what he'll do is he'll actually become the fastest champion, and then he has to kill everybody at the end there. But we'll let it run through. Not too bad getting through the first wave. I tell you, the boss is going to take a little while, but basically, if everything goes right, she never takes a turn. So we'll get to the boss, and I'll probably fast forward it till the end. So you can see right here, he's going to buff himself, hopefully kill everybody. He didn't, so this might be a wipe, and I might have to record it all over again. But we'll see here. Depends on how lucky we get. If we can keep her turn meter down. Okay, we all survived, so now we can finish this off as low health as we are, as long as Haikatoon somewhere in here soon lands decreased speed. That's pretty much the critical thing, is if she can land decreased speed, then we've got it. One of the allures, okay, she landed decreased speed, so it's over. This will get done, even though we're at the verge of dying here. Like I said, it's not 100%, but I think the lure on the left is in Relentless, so sometimes she'll get extra turns, which is helpful. But yeah, if they're all standing, well, even if Coldheart and Horden go down, as long as Haikatoon gets that decreased speed on the boss and the 2 allures are standing, it takes longer, but it's 100% run then. So we'll just fast forward here to the end and discuss some more. So we're coming here pretty close to the end here. I think if Coldheart does her Heartseeker the next go round here, that will be the end of it. But as you can see, we never even gave her a chance to attack us at all, even though we came very close to dying and not making it there. But hey, best time at 4:34. So final boss, Doom Tower Rotation 3 completed. I got my rewards. I got my Sacred Shard. So let's go back to the Bastion here and see why I'm doing this. Now we have a Doom Tower mission on floor 120 hard. Real quick, we're going to cut and we're going to go over to do a little flashback from about 10 minutes ago. But as you can see, 6 hours and 13 minutes left on Clan versus Clan. So we'll go watch that real quick and then come back. So here we are in Doom Tower Hard, and we are going to tackle Secret Room 4. So we'll just throw throw a team together here and see if we can beat it real quick. And then I'll show you why we're doing this. So here we are coming to the end here of Secret Room 4. Not really that fast, but I just threw a team together so that we can complete it. But there you go. The final 3 fragments for Gomlock Skyhide. Now, why do I want him? Well, like the beginning of the video said, endgame. So as you can see here, we got 6 hours and 27 minutes left of clan versus clan. And we are going to come over here to the fragment portal. And we are going to claim our Gomlock. And bonus, since it's CVC, there's going to be 30,000 tournament points. Lovely. And we'll back out of here. Click that real quick. And where are we at? Gomlock missions completed. Arena missions have been completed. And now we just have to beat Doom Tower floor 120 boss. And Romantu is ours. So we will flash back forward here in a minute and discuss what in-game means. Alright, so Gomlock done, Arena done. That's it. In-game. Right here. Click Final Tower mission. Gomlock is now mine. 30,000 points during CVC, so that is nice. Completed the progress missions. Did they add new ones? Nope, so there's no more left to do. I don't know why it's still there, but it might go away. So that's it, just daily quests. If that's not a marker for endgame, I'm not sure what is. For me though, I guess I'm in-game now. So a few quick things that I want to point out here as I go to wrap it up. As you can see, I got blue, I got gold, but I am nowhere close to finishing my Great Hall. And as you noticed, one correction I need to add in here. Rasuga is actually my 6th pulled void. So that being said, that's about every 3.5 months I got a legendary from voids. Now I have paid for some void shards in the past, not too many because I didn't have the greatest luck, and depending on how fast you can get to Ultra Nightmare Clan boss and start getting those better rewards, will help figure out whether you're going to potentially get voids faster if you're not buying shards, or slower. So anyway, but before I wrap it all up, a few things to point out. You know, notice before, there's no Sifi on this account. There's no Duchess. I don't have a Kymar. I don't have a Yumeko. I don't have a Chris, a Nekrit, a Warlord, any of those super OP champs to, help general stuff, to progress or whatever. A lot of it was done the hard way. I did get Lydia about 10 days after I hit the 90-day physics mark. So, once I kind of got going a little bit finally in Arena, that's a whole nother discussion, and was getting Clan Boss up. I think at that point I might have been farming Ultra Nightmare at 3 or 4 keys, so that started to help or whatnot. But then I started pushing Faction. I also started pushing Faction Wars to get Lydia. There's a few videos I did on the Faction Wars. Unfortunately, I didn't think at the time to start making them and record them or whatever. But I didn't have very many legendaries at the time, so uh, a lot of them were rare or two sprinkled in with some epics or all epics, occasionally a legendary or whatnot. But you can do it. It's about the gearing. Um, you know, and you got to pass it around. That's what really hurts, is passing that gear around, because you only got so much of it at that point in the game, and you just got to pass it around to finish off the factions. So I might have beat faction 21 and barbarians, and then I can't do it again because, well, I've done switched over to my knight revs, and now I really don't have any more good gear on my barbarians. But anyway, if you want to get to Lydia quick, and she is well worth it, then that's one strategy you can take. Basically, I recommend about 210 speed and at least 40k HP. And then, defense, attack, and or accuracy. Don't be afraid to actually make, an attacker more like a defensive tank instead, and drag out the fight longer, but survive it. That's the whole big thing. Survive it. You get your Lydia. She is helpful. Big boost to really get Doom Tower going, and that was my next focus, was Doom Tower. And in between, you kind of focus on getting a little further or a little faster in the dungeons. Hopefully, a little easier on clan boss or whatnot, and then arena. If you can get to gold 4 or 5 in arena, that's fine. That's perfectly fine places to just be farming those gold bars, try and get your Grey Hall up. As you can see, I still got quite a ways to go. Anyway, don't have the OP champs, but you can do it. You can do this. You don't have to have legendaries throughout your account that got the super crazy gear and all that stuff. The regular content can be done. The super crazy stuff, that's for crazy speedruns in dungeons, or breaking clan boss world records, or you're pushing plat arena. If that's what you want to do, that's fine, but you don't need it, is what I'm saying. You got to be smart with your resources if you're low spin or free to play, and you're gonna have to suck up the fact that it costs coin to move gear around to get some of the stuff done. Once I got Lydia done, I had to pretty much do the same thing for a little while there with the Doom Tower champions. But find a cop that works, and use it while you can. If you got to move some gear around, okay, there you go. You can start pushing, get those secret rooms done, get some more Great Hall bonuses up to level 10, complete those missions, move on to the next one. And, I'm kind of mission-oriented person, so that was my goal. Now I'm kind of free to do whatever, so I guess I'm in game. Hopefully this was interesting. Have a nice day.